Hey guys, Wilbero here, and welcome to another episode of A Look into the Arsenal. Today, we're going to be having a look at one of my first blasters, and it was a very jank blaster, if you could call it that. My Demolisher Longshot front gun integration. This was a mistake. It was a beautiful, beautiful mistake, but it was still a mistake. You may, if you have seen Tiger Foam's Loadouts video, you may remember this because this was what I had on the blaster. And it worked quite decently as a shield buster, and it still does. You may remember my videos, probably my latest gameplay videos, which were some FFP. I was playing Demolisher using this as my primary. It actually worked quite well because it was on a Spectre, and the Spectre was my pistol, this was my primary. This is mainly meant to shoot rockets, however it can shoot any manner of darts, because I have shoved some brass into the Demolisher peg that is on this. I've also put a couple of wraps of Teflon tape under the O-ring on the Demolisher hamp, and that drastically increases the performance. I normally don't use darts for this because they are ridiculously inaccurate because it is a hamp, and with rockets, I don't know how, but I'm actually decently accurate with these rockets, mainly because I'm actually targeting shield users, or I'm like a meter away from them, and it actually works out quite well. The way that I did put this together, because you may just think the epoxy putty is half cracked, how is that staying together? I didn't use the epoxy putty. I used bolts after the epoxy putty cracked, because bolts are a very, very good way of integrating two blasters. And because this is kind of two halves of a shell, I can just connect them together and have it still disassemble whilst they are connected together, because it actually works quite well. So I've put, I don't know if you can see that, I'll probably put a picture up if you can't, but I've put 2 bolts on each side so that there is no pivot points even when it is open, and yeah, it works decently well. I'm also going to show you another blaster that is a Masterkey blaster in this episode. And that is my Mediator barrel attachment. Now, I'm not sure if you can see this because this is a white blaster on my white desk, white background. Give me a second, I'll find something. Okay, I found a green sheet that I'm planning on using as a dart catcher net, but because it is green, I can do fun things with it, like this, or this, or turn it into Nick Cage's face. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. Anyway, this is my modulus Mediator barrel attachment. It looks normally stock, and that's because it is mostly stock. And what I mean by mostly is I plugged the pump, I put some half-inch steel tubing into this, and then I put 16mm PVC on here. It does not work the best because I've no way of taking this out. I have to ramrod it in with a ramrod that I don't have, but I can actually use this screwdriver quite well, and it works by just shoving the dart in and taking this out. This is a barrel attachment, however, out of all of my blasters, I only have two that have functional barrel attachments, one of which doesn't even work with this, and the other is technically in maintenance right now. So I have no way of running this on a barrel. That's why I had to, and same with my other barrel attachment actually, that was why I had to run it on a Spectre the other day, because I had to borrow one from a friend. Other than that, this actually works quite well. I haven't cronied it yet, but yeah, pumps is stock because I don't know why I would need to upgrade it. It's meant to be a shotgun sniper. I'm not firing that fast, that's basically a secondary. The blaster I would use this with is my Raven. Same with the Demolisher barrel attachment. Because Ravens are really good, and I have some very interesting plans for that Raven. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else for this blaster. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a look into the arsenal, and as always, take care.
From far